now. So
What?
I'll look at my new subscribers,
Uh-huh.
and it's like a combination of people who like movies and geeky stuff like that,
Yeah.
and tech stuff, and then ASMR. And I'm like, is that like a common thing?
I think we should add ASMR elements to the podcast. Just have like a bowl of like uncooked rice and just like play with it under the mic.
That's the ones that I can't. The noises.
Oh, I can do that. Well, welcome to Watch Culture.
Yeah.
My name's Mike.
I'm Chris.
And we're here to talk about a fantastic comic book movie from 2017 called Logan.
Yeah. Amazing film.
Now, to kind of get us get started with this, for those of you who haven't watched it yet, it takes place in the Fox Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like the way they kind of have it all set up, it's like it can get a little muddled. But
A little muddled.
If you followed all of the Wolverine movies and like all the X-Men movies, it takes place within that particular universe.
Yeah.
So Hugh Jackman plays Wolverine.
Yeah. For the last time, might I add, or so he says anyway.
Okay, let's be realistic. The power of money is very strong.
This is true, and since Disney bought him. Anyway, back to Logan.
So you'll have Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine, like I said,
Yep.
and then you'll have Patrick Stewart reprising his role as Professor Xavier in this movie.
Yeah. Great job too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit.
for sure.
But the movie takes place several years after this huge cataclysmic event where there are almost next to no mutants left. In the beginning, you're kind of introduced to Wolverine, and as like this washed up, down on his luck, hit rock bottom guy.
He's driving limos for people.
It's like you're not used to seeing him because
No.
You're used to seeing him as like a professional X-Men, I guess, or like instructor at Professor Xavier's school,
Or at least going out and killing people.
Yeah, I know,
Or that.
a glorified hitman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Under the guise as a mutant.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, and then the story picks up where you see him taking care of like a very mentally would you say mentally unstable or just like mentally scarred Professor Xavier?
Well, it's almost like he's got mutant Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
almost.
And you can see that the event that took place, like rid of all these mutants, really took its toll on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he meets up with another character, and he's tasked with taking this young girl with special abilities. And I won't try to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen it yet. He has to smuggle her into this safe sanctuary.
Yeah,
and that's kind of where the movie picks up off of. It's a fantastic comic book movie.
It is great. Not only does it really deconstruct Logan and deconstruct Professor X, but it does a lot of neat things. They have at a few points an X-Men comic book, and he's like, none of this is real. This is all based off of stories that have come before, and somebody's just exaggerating it. And they actually had a very popular run of the X-Men comic, and I thought that was really neat.
But you don't want to know what's neater is that this is one of the few Marvel movies that got a hard R rating.
Yeah, and it deserves it.
Yeah, it was it deserves it, and it was better off with an R rating.
Yep.
Because when you think about Wolverine, giant knives in his hands, you think that would do some damage. And I think in any of the Wolverine movies, or any of the X-Men movies for that matter, you never really got to see what actually happens to somebody.
Yeah, when he cuts them apart.
Yep, and in this movie you do.
And he goes all rage, and I won't spoil anything, but for those parents out there at the end, oh man, that ending, I didn't think I could ever cry at the end of a superhero movie, but Logan.
It was very well done.
Yeah,
I think
his realization at the end, and I'm like, yeah, I tears in the eyes. It was great.
Yep,
I loved it.
It was a nice last hurrah for Hugh Jackman. He put on he took what he's learned from all the other movies about his character, and kind of just did his thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it just the character just goes out on a great note. Yeah, it was one of his best performances as the character for sure, and like everything that happens around it. I would say like maybe in the middle, during that stay at that house or whatever, it kind of goes a little bit to the side, but
it was still fine.
It was still fine, yeah. But they
the
probably
action
could have cut part of it anyway.
But the thing is that with Logan, the action is what kind of drives the whole movie.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
you've never really seen Wolverine in that fashion before, just going all out fight for survival mode.
Yep.
Right. And it was just the fact that the action was just so visceral and impactful. Like every single hit, you really felt.
And he was vulnerable physically as well as emotionally too. And it's just I mean, it's great. It's like one of the best comic book movies ever made. Top 5 for me. Easy.
For comic movies, that has come out in the last decade or so. I'd wholeheartly agree and recommend this movie to anybody that's looking for a solid X-Men movie. Yeah. I know with the First Class movies, it kind of slowly taken the spotlight, but I implore you to definitely watch Logan.
Yeah, it's great. Watch it. It's amazing.
Nice.
And this has been Watch Culture.
I'm Mike.
I'm Chris.
Have a good one. Hi, welcome to another episode of Crosstalk. My name's Mike, and today we're going to discuss why the cinematic masterpiece that is Armageddon is an instant classic. Point 1, Michael Bay. Oh, hey Chris.
No!